I had just closed my small bookstore for the night when I saw him. An old man sitting on the sidewalk, shivering in the cold. His clothes were torn, his hands trembling as he held a small crumpled note. "Sir, please," he called out to me. "Could you do me a favor?" I hesitated. I had heard all sorts of stories about scammers pretending to be homeless, but something in his eyes, tired but honest, made me pause. "What do you need?" I asked cautiously. He handed me the note. "Please take this address. Go there and tell them Charles is still waiting." Confused, I took the paper. It had an address on the other side of town. I could have walked away, but something inside told me this was important. So the next morning I went. It led me to an old mansion, gates rusting, windows covered in dust. I knocked, expecting no answer. But after a long pause, a woman, maybe in her 60s, opened the door. Her eyes widened the moment she saw the note. Where did you get this?" she whispered, her voice shaking. I explained everything. Tears filled her eyes as she clutched the note to her chest. "Charles," she breathed. "I thought he was dead." She hurried inside, grabbed a coat, and insisted I take her to him. When we arrived, the old man was still sitting there, staring at the road as if expecting someone. The moment he saw her, his frail body trembled. "Clara!" he choked out. She fell to her knees in front of him, sobbing. "You fool! You left! You disappeared!" "I had nothing to offer you," he whispered, voice breaking. I was ashamed, so I never came back. She hugged him tightly. "You were all I ever wanted." And right there, in that cold street, two souls found their way back to each other after 40 years of separation. But the story doesn't end there. A week later, I received a letter from Clara. Inside was a note. "Thank you for reuniting me with the only man I ever loved. Because of you, he didn't die alone. I want to return your kindness. Check your bank account." I rushed to check. My hands shook as I stared at the screen. $50,000 deposited. That's when I realized, sometimes the smallest favors lead to the greatest rewards. You might miss out on our next interesting stories if you are not following us.